Evening all, and welcome back to Timberborn here on Lake Biwa, where we're actually playing on the experimental version of the game. I've updated to the experimental version because I want to try out some of the new buildings and new things. There is a small drawback to that of we don't have access to some new features from the map, so that's going to change some things up and do things. But I think the only thing we're missing on the map is the infinite iron deposits. Now, if anyone's not aware, Timberborn has an experimental branch on Steam and Epic, where you can get access to the newfangled things. And I thought I'm going to jump to it because I really like the look of some of the new buildings. So let me have a show you here of some of the new buildings that we're going to get if I can find any. First and foremost, there's the mechanical water pump. That uses horsepower to raise water up level. So you can put a pump in here and have it take water and drop water on top of here if you want to. So fantastic, love that. That means you can actually make reservoirs and then have the water pour down through the reservoir. Obviously it would use more power than it is getting from the power wheels, but well, it's a good idea. It's good. It gives you access to move water up level, which is fantastic. So don't really need to do it much on this map, I don't think, but we could always build a giant well somewhere and fill it. That would be fantastic. That's the only one in there. Food. A couple of things have changed. You'll see the grill now has multiple recipes. It can cook multiple things. I will get into what they are as we go, hopefully. The grist mill has multiple recipes, the bakery has multiple recipes, and there's an aquatic farmhouses now because you can get brand new crops. Let's go and have a look at the crops here. So there is the cattail, which only grows in water, and the spaded oak, which also only grows in water. So we'd have to put a farm out here on the water to do that, which means we might have to build a dock. We might have to actually level off this area to keep water in here so we can actually build some stuff there. There is a new building here. You've got the Trappist Shack, which can gather maple syrup and pine resin. This is another new wonderful feature which fits in with the cooking. You can now gather maple and resin. The resin makes treaty planks, and the maple syrup creates things for food. Awesome. And the wood workshop can take wood and pine resin and make treaty planks, and treaty planks are required to build certain buildings. So, like this one here requires, see it's got the symbol down here of wood with sparkles, treaty planks. In metal we have the mine. The mine you place on top of an infinite metal source and it mines out iron permanently. There are none on this map because we play on a custom map. There are none on here at all. We'd have to restart the game and I'd have to edit the map and put them in there, which I'm kind of tempted to do. I don't know whether I should or not. I might leave it up to you. I'm going to make this episode a very short one, I'm afraid. It's going to be a very short one. But what I want to say to you, should I restart and just play through like a little casual playthrough with some of these new buildings here, or should I modify this map to add some new things to it that goes on? I don't know. Or should we just carry on playing as we are? Kind of okay with playing as we are because we can do everything apart from infinite iron, but we've got plenty of iron around. There is loads of iron, so might not be a problem. We get the smelter as well. We can smelt. It takes wood and iron ore and creates iron from it. We still have the old way of doing it with the shredder and the scrap system, so we can still do the old one here. The new one just has iron ore to it. I can't edit the map in play because I'm not aware of how to do that. I do have some people who watch these videos or watch live streams that do know how to do that. Maybe I'll ask them. Maybe we can carry on playing and we'll just add an infinite mine, just one somewhere, right up here to balance things out. Power hasn't changed, science hasn't changed. Leisure has. In leisure we now have some things. We have a Lido, which must be put in the water, and it's like a swimming area for beavers. We have a mud bath, which beavers go and enjoy a mud bath. And we have an observatory, which increases knowledge observatory, so requires power, and beavers can go to it at night to watch the stars. Fantastic. Decoration hasn't changed, and monument hasn't changed either. So they're the new buildings, which we can put in and do things. When it comes to trees as well, we have two new trees. We have one new tree. We have a chestnut tree, but the pine tree and the maple tree now produce maple syrup or logs. You can have a woodcutter chopping down the trees, and that's fine. Or you can have a guy coming along and harvesting the tree. Now, you do have pine resin. So current trees on the map do have pine resin. There's no chestnut trees on the map because there's just none on this map. We're only going to get maple trees. But we can plant chestnut trees, not a problem. Just don't have a woodcutter chopping it down. Easy. The biggest change is that maple now takes 30 days to grow. And chestnut takes 24 days to grow and gives you 4 logs. So you need all the trees, with the exception of birch. You don't need birch, but you need those 3 different trees because they give you food as well as logs. So you now need multiple things, and it's really good because before I would just plant maples because they were the best tree. You might as well just plant maple. Whereas now I need pine resin because I need to make reinforced planks or treaty plank, and I need maple syrup because I want to make the maple pancakes in the grits milk, whatever this one is here. You can make bakery can make maple thing. And I need chestnut trees because chestnuts give you chestnuts, which can be used in the grill to make roasted chestnut. So there's multiple things. Does mean our happiness level has increased as well. There is way more happiness now. You see, going down here, we've got 2 things in knowledge now, 3 in fun, loads more in nutrition, and all these probably give you different things. I'm not sure which. Let's go over this and have a look. See, carrots are life expectancy, grilled potatoes are strength, bread is carrying speed. They're the standard ones. Chestnuts give you plus 10% strength. Cattails 10% speed. Grilled STHedgehog is life expectancy, and maple pastries are carrying speed. So the grilled STHedgehog gives us another 15% maple, another 15% life expectancy, which means that these pods won't do 15 people anymore. They'll do 17, 18. I need to actually check the numbers properly on this. I need to create somewhere and just have a single one and let it run for a while. Find out. We might do that. We could do that on this map. We could create a little area somewhere and just have a single breeding pod in it, and only send 1 beaver over to it to keep stuff going there, and just see how many it goes up to and what the balance is, and then import different foods, as and when required. So start off with berries, see where it balances out, then start importing carrots and so on and so forth. It's a long experiment, but doable. So we've got all these wonderful newfangled fantastical things to do and play with and do things. Maples are going to take 30 days to grow now, so I don't know whether they are the best tree anymore. Birch are 1, pine is 2 for 12 days. This is 4 for 24 days, so that's the same amount of logs. This is 8 for 30 days. So they probably are the best ones still. For logs, if you're just doing logs, maples are the best. They take longer to grow. Now they're slightly longer, but I mean that's 1 log every 9 days. That's 1 log every 6 days. Because it's 2 logs in 12, so that's 1 log every 12 days. That's 1 log every 6 days. So that the chestnut tree and pine tree are the same. And 6, 12, 18, 24. 30, that's I can't do 30 divided by 8. That's 1 log every 3.75 days. So the maple tree is still by far the best for doing logs. So that's okay. We'll leave our log system on maple trees. You can tap maple syrup from trees as well as when they're being logged, but obviously you can only get the syrup from a grown tree. So when the tree grows, if your guy comes and taps it for syrup, you'd get it before, but the syrup builds up over time. You see there, it's got up to 10%. So you kind of want to have the trees just grown and not have them chopped down. So I think we're going to leave this here with maple trees, and we'll just have this chopping down our maple trees here, and that's absolutely fine. That's not a problem. And we're going to go somewhere else and do some other things. So what do we need now? What do we need to do things and change things? So yeah, gatherer will gather berries and chestnuts. and I believe... I'm not sure how you gather maple. I'm not sure how you gather maple syrup. I've gone over these buildings and I've had a look at it, and I even actually restarted and then went, do you know what? No, we can come back and do things. I restarted on a different map and went, no, let's come back here and let's do this here. See what people want. I might see whether those the wonderful people, you watching this video, Dan B or Realms. I don't know if you watch my videos or whether you just watch live streams. I don't know. I'll have to ask in the next live stream whether you can edit a map that's currently in play. I think you can. They have sources to do that, so we could add an iron mine somewhere to balance it out. But anyway, how do I extract maple? Cut tree. How do I get maple syrup then? Explain to me how I get maple syrup. I'm not sure. I would have thought it would be in food here. We have got all the new buildings, so... I'm not sure how to actually get maple syrup. Let me consult the patch notes. Let me consult the patch notes and see what's going on here. Oh, is it a farm? Might be a farm. Nope, not a farm. Okay. Metal deposit, cattail, spider rock, chestnut tree. Mine is smelter and the kite farmers. A Trappist Shack. That Trappist Shack. That's this one here. This is what we need. This is what we need. I did go over these and then my brain just failed for a moment there. So yeah. So that gets pine resin stuff. So we want to get some pine resin going. That's an important thing. Where can you reach? You can reach all the way over here. So what if we were to plant some pine trees over here and not have them get chopped down? So let's do that. Let's plant some pine trees down here. I did say I was going to leave it up to you watching whether we carry on or not, but I'm going to carry on. And then if you would prefer me to restart on one of the built-in maps that has the deposits, that's fine. Or I'm kind of falling into the category of I really want to modify this map and just put an iron mine, just a single one right here, and then we can get access to it. We can pump iron out and we can do all the things. I'm sure that's doable. So, right, you will come out and pump around and build around here. That's absolutely fine. I'm actually going to say, would you be so kind as to put a stairway up there so we can chop down trees here, and then we'll go stairway up again to chop down more. So when we get explosives, we can actually level this down a bit. Let's have a look at the Trappist Shack. 500 research. We do have 500 research. I don't want to get yet because it requires 20 planks, which we have, and gears. Gears are going slowly because we really need more power. What I need explosives. What I want to do with the map is explosives. So shall we try and make a beeline to explosives? Does that sound like a good thing? Good plan? We need 400 for that and 600 for that. So we need much more science. That's okay. That's okay. We can put in some more science checks. Got space for 2 of them right outside the town centre. Let's put 2 more in. Get some of our unemployed beavers. And we also need to get some metal going. So we do kind of have access to here. Has access? We kind of has access. Wow. We have access. Let's go there. We'll see whether that can get... That should easily be able to reach out there. And then we'll get this scrap here. There's not a lot of scrap here, but we'll grab the scrap here to start with. And then we'll plan to get over here. Because I kind of want to dam over this anyway. To store more water in here, because more water is good. let's dam over the end. Like that. Then we can come out here, and then we can grab the iron that's here as well. Now there isn't a lot of iron in these little ones here. There's only about 15 or so in them, so it's not a lot of scrap. 15 is only 7 iron blocks, it's 2 iron blocks per go. But it's okay because we have iron here as well. We have large amounts of iron here to go on there, so we should be okay. I don't also kind of know why there is an infinite iron source now when there's not a lot that deals with iron. Unless I missed something on some of these buildings here. That requires resin. That requires water. Reinforced planks. And none of these new things require iron. This requires iron, but nothing requires iron to like operate. It doesn't use iron. So having an infinite iron source is just nice. You just get loads of iron, but it's not something that's like desperately needed. I don't know why it's I'm not complaining. I'm not complaining by any stretch of the imagination. Just a little confused. Oh, here we go. That's, so I want to kind of bridge across here, and then sort of bridge along there as well, and create a little dock so that we can get our water farm going. Because obviously it only works in water, and this dries out. So I'd like to do it here and have access to water. Alternatively, we could like dam along this edge or levee across this edge and have more land for ourselves and just fill the water up back here. But lots of rivers flow into here, so we'd have to run a line down for that as well. Possible project, reclaim the land. Don't know, maybe not. Maybe we'll go back here and just flatten down this land instead. That's probably where I'm going to go, let's be honest. Right, let's increase our workers in there as well. We have some spare workers. Let's do that. Let's speed up time. You are full of berries. That's good. Now this is something else I need to do. Because I've switched the map over from standard to experimental. Obviously it's enabled everything that's on the map. I didn't think about it, so we're not getting it yet, but it has re-enabled the storage of all the new things, grilled chestnuts, grilled things. So everything that's brand new has been enabled. So I just want to go desired none, allowed none, enable berries, and store all the berries in there again. And then I'm going to come over and do the same to these two, because there is one here. This just wants to be carrot, so none, carrots, all the carrots. You are gears. None. Go down to gears, turn the gears on. There we go, awesome. And do we have a plank one? We do have plank one. Plank one is there. Alright, this plank, yes. None, planks. But on, there we go. Okay, unpause the game. Just wanted to do that before I forgot, and then things go terribly wrong. You're going to plant all the trees around there. That's good. You have access to stuff up here. I'm going to actually get you to chop down this birch. Oh, we dried up. Oh no. Water is getting a bit more, a bit scarcer. So let's turn off this here to this here. But I don't want you to chop down anything anymore over there, please. I would like you to come up and chop down all of those and all of those, please. Okay, the water's coming back. Now, how can we store more water? Well, we could change the dams to be levees or gates, and then you can shut the gates, and it can store water, because a dam blocks 50% of the water, so it fills up to 50% and then pours over. Alternatively, we could make the rivers deeper with explosives, which is kind of the route I'm going to go, to be honest. Explosives explosives are awesome. So that's where we're going to go with it. We're going to go with the explosive route, I think. Put another stair in, drop down the stuff on top. Yeah. Okay. So do we get over here? Can we build over here? I think this is well in here. Well in range. Awesome. So let's unlock. Let's not pause the game. I don't know why I keep pausing the game to figure things out. We want to unlock the scrap scavenger flag, 250, bottom, and then put in the scavenger flag up here. And the scavenger flag just goes by to nearby metal sources, grabs them, so you can do your thing there. We also have this one blocked over here. How are we doing for distance? We're good, we're good. We're going to put another scavenger flag here. So you can get all these. Your range will be, we won't do all of them, but the range will be pretty good. We also want storage for our scrap. So right now I'm going to put it over here. Yeah. We're going to hide it in that little corner right there. Boom. That. And once that's built, we can set that to be scrap only. And then we need to power the scrap because the scrap machine, the shredder, requires 250 horsepower, which is not easy to get, at least in our current state. We can't really fit any water wheels in here somewhere, so we can get rid of that corner piece we could, but we can't because we don't have any iron to do that. So we'll turn that off. We'll come down here. This scroll is very slow. Do scrap metal. We'll go, hey, would you store all the scrap metal? Thank you very much. And pick you up. And if anyone comes to work in these, don't have anyone working yet, but they will. They can store scrap metal in there. And then we'll figure out the shredder. We could run it off this. It wouldn't run at full speed because it's slowing down everything. We have a build. We have nothing to do in range. Really? Oh, you can't actually reach all the way over to here. That's a little disappointing. I guess we'll put a lumberjack back here just to remove those trees on top. And you are going to be back to chopping down trees. In that area there. Oh, no, not in there. Turn it off from underneath the buildings because you can't do it from under the buildings anyway. Not that it matters. Doesn't matter to them, but there we go. Okay. Oh, we missed a tree at the back. Missed something at the back. Drop down there. Boom. There we go. Okay, we've got another lumberjack flag there which can chop down the trees on top of here, and then more trees. And it will be awesome. Everything will be awesome. We just need some more beavers. And some more scrap, things like that. Oh, we're actually flooding slightly here. Put a wheel in here. Yeah. Struggling for spaces for power. That's the thing. We've got a lovely flowing river over here. We can put wheels in and run stuff over here. The water wheel could go there, and that would be beautiful. We just have to run the power around. 2 water wheels would go there quite nicely, actually. Let's do that. Let's put 2 water wheels over here and connect them together. That would fit quite nicely. We'll put in a ramp there. Whoa. So they can get down there. And then what we'll do is we'll come to the power wheels, and I want to have power shaft that way. I want to have one that way. Let's not put these stairs in there. That would be a bit foolish. Let's put the stairs that side. And we have one that way. And then we'll connect those 2 together like that. That will connect both these power wheels together, which means we can then have power come out of this side and come up to whatever buildings we want to put here. and both these wheels will power it because the power will be transferred from this wheel through the shaft to this wheel and then out the other side of the shaft to here. So you get the effect of both of them by connecting them up that way. Awesome. What I'm actually going to do is we're going to unlock levees. Levees are blockers for water, basically. They just stop water. They just stop water. They're like a wall in water. I'm going to put one there so it forces the water to go more straight. It doesn't turn here. It will force it to go straight down here. Might block this hole off here completely. And then have... but we can break that with explosives and put another water wheel in. That's an option. I'm gonna future-proof this by putting a T-junction in instead. That way around, boom, so we can add another wheel here. I think we'll do that. I think we'll levy this all off along here. Might just put a dam in to hold this tiny bit of water here, and then the flow can go straight, which will give us the most power. The power wheels run at full speed, or no, they don't. The power wheel output has been adjusted to now affect water speed. That's awesome. That's something that a lot of people ask. I didn't read that in the notes. I didn't see that in the notes. Did I upload? Does that mean you're speed? Yeah, you're only producing 60 horsepower because this is in a bad location. It's not. The water isn't flowing very quickly here. That's fantastic. That means you want water on. You want the water wheels on the rapids. That's cool. 90 horsepower per CMS. Cubic meter squared of water flow through. Cubic meter squared of water flow through. So that's getting way more than that one is. So that's going to affect our gear making because this needs 120 horsepower and is not getting anywhere near enough. So we'll have to redirect the water here. We're going to do that. We're going to blow this water out to make it like too wide, which means we can put 2 power wheels in here, which would be awesome. Because then we can have the water flowing straight down through them. Boom. We might have to widen the river here as well. Get rid of some of our trees. But that's okay. That's okay. That's all future plan. All future plan. Not a problem. Let's unlock the high power shaft as well. We're going to need that. And let's put it there. Put that in there. And put that there. And that is going to make our power run up to the top. We can then unlock the shredder. And the shredder can go here. No, the shredder can go back one. It can actually be off the path ever so slightly. The shredder is going to be the lowest priority because I want to make sure I build things behind it first. I'm also going to set the power shaft to be a lower priority because if I remember rightly, they need to order things. But I don't know. Might be wrong there. No, they can reach that from the corner, can't they? They can reach over corners. That's fine. It's just if they... Yeah, they need to build this before... There we go. Power going, awesome. Shredder requires scrap metal. We don't have any scrap metal yet, do we? No, we do not. Because we've not got any beavers doing ours. We do, we have some beavers doing scrap. Awesome. We have 34 scrap metal. It's down here. That will come to there. Awesome. We have a plan. We have a plan. Metal. Metal is in the works. Awesome. Awesome, awesome. Okay, so I think we'll leave this one here. And we shall come back next time. And I do kind of want to carry on. I'm going to find out whether it's possible to add the iron ore into this. Whether somebody could do that for me. Or I could try and figure out how to do it myself. I'm sure there are resources out there to do it. And we'll try and put in like an iron ore patch up here somewhere. So it's a distance away for us to get to. We'd have to do another town to do it. But it's there. We just need the one. The one should be fine for making enough iron. And then we'll also look into the new food things as stuff goes. Because these pine trees, they'll be growing. Which would be awesome. A worker there doing things. That's cool. Everything's awesome. Everything's fantastic. We've got a power line running between these two, haven't we? I believe so. Just double check. No, we didn't put a power line in yet, but that's okay. We can do that. And then we can also blow this road up here and run a power line up here if we want to, and along, and run the river along here as well. You know, just to keep our ground there. There's options. There's many options, but we'll leave this one here, and we will come back next time and carry on from there. So, water wheels are a go and scrap is being made. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you have enjoyed this one, and I hope to see you again in the next one. And until then, as always, have fun.